Yeah.
Page5Lit, we outside.
My mama tell me I always had the potential to be the head nigga in charge.
Let's
Get
go.
your boy,
Let's
now
go.
mommy,
Let's
I'm a
go.
star.
Yeah.
Ain't you proud of your nigga? Jesus gave me a gift and every time the labels give me
Page5Lit, we outside. On the inside, you heard? Gotta get that money, you heard?
They be getting out of line. Don't fuck with all of them niggas. Them niggas easy and they playing for keeps. Scared to make the transition, better stay in the street. Nah, I be on top getting all the bitches. Clubbing big, jet skiing and hitting all the bitches. They come back through the hood and kicking with the fellas. Spitting balls on the corner, we kick them a cappella. Nigga, you fucking with a felon. Put something in your belly. I wonder about what your ass is, but I know you niggas jealous. You motherfuckers drop out, but y'all ain't shelling. I'm the most anticipated
$1 million baby.
I'm diamond in the dirt
And they ain't been found. It's the $1 million baby.
My love gang weak
When you hear that sound,
it's the $1 million baby. I'm diamond in the dirt and they ain't been found. It's the $1 million
baby.
My love Max B when you hear that sound.
Max B, let's go.
And I ain't love the niggas mad at the jets. Start to feel a little jet lag from the trip. Capo did it first, now watch Bigger Valley, he bomb. Nigga, fuck your moms, let the info laser her head like fucking CD-ROM. Them niggas, they got it good, you motherfuckers are scary. I could walk around your hood with $1 million
in jewelry.
I told you over and over I was the shit, and way before the record deal, I was up in your bitch. I sent some goonies to clap at your thumbs for me. The coupe fruity, we back up with drug money. I leave the back of your mug funny. Found doing big nails back in the slugs for me. No, nigga Max is guaranteed. When I die, bury me with a 50 bag of weed. Got guns that'll run through any cavalry. Leave your feet stretched there, bleeding in agony. Yeah, I'm the diamond in the dirt and I ain't been found. It's the $1 million baby. My love gang ring when you hear that sound. It's the $1 million baby. I'm diamond in the dirt and I ain't been found. It's the $1 million baby. My love Max B when you hear that sound. And I ain't even know.
Page5Lit, we outside.
Page5Lit, we outside. What's good, y'all? What's happening with it? Yeah, y'all know what it is. Please put a flame to it, you heard? And catch me in the rotation next. Real talk. This joint right here acting stupid. Joint, he was bugging. Page5Lit, we outside. What's good, my peoples? Peace be multiply. Listen, you know how we do. Listen, I'm wishing the best for everybody here. Let's go. Let's get active. We're going to get right to it. Started the show off with Max B, you know. That's the vibe I'm on right now, you know what I mean? Niggas ain't fucking with niggas right now, you heard? And that's how we do it. You know, because, not for nothing, you know, salute Page5Lit home. Pardon me, but I ain't going to lie. I don't know if it's true, but if Page5Lit back India Love, yeah, that's the mean one. Yeah, that's the mean one. Straight up and down. Yeah, man, because that's a good come home present, you heard? She all the way fire, you know? I got to give Pooh that. He come home to that, that's good money. But then again, you know, we don't know about these people. See, I remember, once you get to a certain level financially, your thought patterns change. You heard? It becomes something a little bit different, you know. And that's a real thing. So, the way they think when they is broke is not the way they think when they get money. You know, so this is the thing. That's the thing. See, listen, you going somewhere. You going to have your moment. We prepared for that now. That's my word. Listen, a man that worked 40 years. What keeps him working 40 years? Hope. That man know it's going to get better. Grown-ass man, lonely place. For real, you'll work 30 years and they might give you a watch. The kids won't even say thank you. But love is an action. They'll show you in what they do. If you don't get a kid show you, they're not going to get you theirs. Remember that. Now we're gonna keep this going, but I salute that if that shit happen, you know. On top of that, now what we gonna do? I got some questions from the chat. We're gonna address them. I'm gonna let y'all in on it. And on some real shit, you know, if y'all got some advice, I want y'all to throw it in the chat because we're gonna discuss it right now because there's a lot of people affected by that. Remember, we don't know people, but there's certain situations and circumstances that we can learn and build from. This is one of those. So I'm gonna give you the whole question right now. We're gonna chop it up, throw me some feedback and all that. Remember, nobody has all the answers, but together we can come together and put some things together. You heard? Now he said him and his sister came to the conclusion, this is a man and his sister, they came to the conclusion that their mom had given up on them, right? And they feel she chose a man over her kids. This is the way that they feel, the brother and the sister. And then all of a sudden they were gone for a while. The mom came back to get them after she gave them up. She came back to get them. But that was only when his real father had got killed. She came back to get them. The brother and sister feel she came back to get them for the Social Security money that they were going to be eligible for because his father got murdered. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what they feel about that. So now, even though those are actual factuals, that's what actually happened, we can turn this into a learning moment to build from. First of all, her parenting was transactional. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to explain what that means. When I say parenting is transactional, it's just like some of your relationships. Some of those things are transactional. They only in it for what can conspire out of that. The little things, the little benefits that they get from that. It's transactional. When you do this, that, and the third, and not, they're gonna keep it going as long as you do this, that, and the third, and the third. As soon as you stop doing that, then it's over. That's transactional, you know. And I'm gonna remind you, if you love somebody just because they love you, that's not love, that's empathy. That's what that's called, empathy. You ain't doing them no fucking favors. You blocking their door to the real love that's waiting for them. That's real talk, all right? Now, listen, back to the story. Now, the parenting was transactional, which means she's only going to parent because she's only going to be a parent due to the fact there's something in it for her. You understand? A lot of y'all have went through that, okay? We cannot pick who we was born to, you know, but I'm going to say this first. Start here. Some love is better than no love because some people don't get no love. So we're going to start there, right? But in real life, some of the people that were responsible for us were 100% irresponsible, okay? And we can't pick who we born to. Let's keep it 100. We cannot pick who we born to. Now, we are not going to break down the mom. We're not doing that. You know why? Because at this particular point, y'all grown now, and I know you listening. We not finna go back and start pointing fingers at moms and shit, because we don't know how broken mom really was. Some of y'all got to accept the fact that the people that were responsible for you were broken and punch drunk on life to a certain degree where their parenting was inadequate for you, and you know it and you felt it. But remember, you cannot blame somebody for what they never been taught. And you can't be mad at them because they didn't pick up on the lessons along the way. But the one thing is certain, it really happened. You really got left to do those things and decide those things for yourself. You really felt some type of abandonment. You felt shortchanged in that. You know, but it's a reason behind that madness that you're going to have to come to terms with in order to move forward. So no, we're not going to go back and start talking about how wrong the mom is. Listen, I'm going to say this shit because I'm a God-fearing man. The Bible says, honor thy mother and thy father, thy life shall be long. It does not say under certain circumstances. I don't give a fuck what your moms did. She's still your mother, and you don't got to be disrespectful or out of order because she is. See, at some point, we have to accept the fact that she's some type of way mentally broken to some degree, and you got affected by it. But God take care of babies and fools. And if she borderline on some fool shit, you're going to have to kind of forgive her because that's what's in her. And you can't take out what's in her. And what's in her probably was in her before she had you. These are the realities of things. This is not a fucking Netflix movie. This is your fucking real life that you got to face. What I mean is, if at some point you have to face the fact that some of these people are fucking broken. Remember what I said? Your mama was still living with her mama when she got pregnant with you, and your pops was still outside. And as she was raising you, and he was trying to come out the street, they were trying to figure some things out. Some things they learned, some things they didn't. But I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna start here. If they were present and they were there, you have to give that some type of credit to some degree. I'm talking about shit. Don't nothing be the failure but a try. If they tried a little bit, I want you to applaud that. Because see, we grown now. We grown now. And I know it hurt. But we ain't finna focus on that shit. Because that shit ain't gonna help you moving forward, my nigga. But let me tell you something. Pain is wisdom. Face it for what it is and it'll help you move forward. That's your strength. That's your armor. You motherfucking niggas can't do me nothing. On my worst motherfucking day, you niggas can't beat me. Yeah. Fuck you looking back there for? Leave that shit back there. We not finna go see. Listen, what I'm saying is, listen, I'm not gonna break nobody down to build someone else up. We gonna stop doing that old petty any ass bullshit. Cause you know what? I am who the fuck I am, no matter what the fuck you feel. You understand me? You are who you are, no matter what they going through over there. Leave them over there with that shit. Way over there with that there. Yeah. Learn how to do that. It's a learned behavior. You can't be acting up because you don't like the way another motherfucking nigga talk. Don't get outside your character because this nigga coming out his motherfucking face. Because a lot of times that nigga acting. And he trying to make you do it to him. But you're not a guitar to get played at a concert. No. Because in real life, that nigga ain't going to strike a match in the dark. That nigga ain't going to clap at a concert. He acting. He don't really want that smoke. But this is my word. Get like LeBron, too big to respond. Stop feeding into that shit. Because see, certain words that will ignite what's going on with me. When you say certain particular things with a certain particular tone, I'm going to deal with you on the spot. You might not never make it to the hammer. Real talking. I was just smiling at you 30 seconds ago. But I got triggers. I got triggers on some real nigga shit, and y'all know what they is. It's certain shit you can't say to me without getting some action. Period. Straight up and down. There's certain things you can't say to me without getting some action. You understand what I'm saying? These are real fucking things. Now listen. I want you to forgive your parents, all right? I want you to understand that they don't know it all just like the fuck you don't know it all right? But moving forward, her parenting was transactional. That don't mean that she didn't love y'all to a certain degree, but don't let that love that you lack from her stunt your growth from moving forward. Remember, what you lacked as a child, you fortify to your children. You understand? The family that you made comes before the family that you came from. So all you lacked over there, you fill those gaps and holes and inadequacies at your house and your children moving forward. That's how you learn from that. There are no more mistakes, only lessons. The only mistakes if you don't learn shit. Now, I don't know how many lies you've been to. I don't know what you done looked up on the internet, but we having that conversation over here. You might need to call your friends and tell them to pull the fuck up and get a clue. You can't be walking around with a bunch of question marks inside you. Because who the fuck are you for real? Figure this shit out. All right? Somebody got to say it to you. I mean that shit. I want you to win. Life ain't got time to wait for your motherfucking ass. Time is not going to wait on you to keep guessing. When you want to do shit, you just go do it. Make amends to that bullshit so you can get to the real shit. All right? Stop focusing on that popcorn, bubblegum bullshit that ain't getting you no money, that's not moving you forward. You got somewhere to go, some things to do, someone to be. Get started. In 2 years, you could be where you dreamed of. I gotta say that because listen, I can't say the word, but I would love to inspire the person that can change it. That's what I'm doing here. In 50 years, they're gonna be talking about the moments we spent here. You know why? Because these things are universal. All right? Some things are universal, just practical fucking thinking. Stay clean in spirit and soft in heart. And soft of heart, yes. That's all. Okay, see, listen. Times are different, all right? A stripper is not going to hell. You understand? These are the times that we were born in. And we have to adapt to this particular civilization in order to thrive and prosper. Okay? When the Bible was written, it was done with the barter system. You give me a cow, I give you a pig. They ain't doing that in the days that we were born. Things were different. Now, it always says a woman should protect her integrity, and I believe that. But in 2025, that begs to differ because things are different. Now, she got to eat. I told y'all, I wrote a song about it. I got a little short story about it. They want my wife under control. They want my daughter on the pole. And they want my sons in a motherfucking hole. That's why I'm in the streets with 2 4 5s letting that motherfucker go. Yeah. Did you hear what the fuck I just said? They want my wife under control. They want my daughters on the pole. They want my sons in the hole. That's why I'm in the streets with 2 45s letting that motherfucker go. Yeah. We have to combat that bullshit. If you didn't catch what I just said, recollect that. You understand me? That's what the fuck they want, and I ain't trying to let it happen. That's why we here having these kind of conversations. Now, like I said, those people who are doing things that they deem borderline criminally wrong are not going to hell because they had to adjust to the ways in which we living right now. Now, she had to choose between her integrity or feeding her motherfucking kids. Now, mind you, she was going into a system that didn't want her to win from the jump. Okay? The system told her she was a grown woman at 13 and she could do what the fuck she want. They can't put hands on her, they can't even curse her, they going to jail. Yeah, so she has a certain amount of freedom because of certain things. You can't just beat her ass in the back room no more. You understand? So now she went into this wrong. Okay? Now, she didn't have to strip, but she has to strip now because she didn't learn nothing when she was younger, and that's what's available to her now. And at this point, she has 2 children. She has to choose between her integrity or feeding her children. Now, she chose to feed her children, and she going down, I guess I'm going to use Sin City. You know, it's closed up. That was the spot. That was the spot, Sin City in New York, in the Bronx. Legendary spot. If you know, you know. Now, she got to go down there and get her money. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't think she's going to go to hell because she made a choice to feed her children. I don't believe that. Okay? A woman that makes these decisions to feed her family, listen, she has to protect and provide for her kids and keep them safe in a safe environment. She has to teach them. But the first thing she got to do is fucking feed them. She not going there. I want to get off, listen, I respect all the Christians and the Jehovah's Witnesses, all the religious texts. I respect them. But to some degree, you got to cut a motherfucker some slack because it's hard out here. You look around, you think, God damn, everybody against a nigga. It's 20 motherfuckers trying to get a $1 $10 bill. All right? Now, my thing is, don't take from the not haves. Don't abuse the less intelligent. You understand what I'm saying? Let's start there. I want that kind of shit to stop. Shit like that. Now, mind you, now we're going to get back to this. Now, listen. And moving forward, I want you to be careful because, see, the things that you learn in life, a lot of it came from your parents. No matter where they are in life, they're still your parents. They have for you, and it's a lot of you to send them. When you have kids, you will see your family members in your children. That DNA shit is for real. I just need you to take that more seriously. Now, listen. Okay. Now, listen. How we gonna do this? Now, in life, we have to face what God gave us and still learn how to prosper. And through this life, we have to learn how to diversify it all and move forward. Please, don't bake in pain. Teach yourself how to turn that pain into power. I can't say that your parents were right all the time, but I can say that they're your parents. And now that you're grown, you might can see what mental anguish they might have went through in raising you, and how they had how some things that happened that affected you that they in turn didn't really want to happen. You remember when I said some things that we learned from our parents, we learned inadvertently, not because they wanted to teach us that. You remember? So we're gonna look at that. But now that we grown and we see how, listen, them people want their money every 30 days. They don't give a fuck. You got 3 kids waiting upstairs. You got to choose between groceries and a motherfucking rent. Which one you gonna choose? Groceries. Fuck you mean? Remember, man, grown man shit. If you can't figure it out how to make it for the month, you figure out how to fucking make it for the week. If you can't figure out how to make it for the week, you figure out how to make it right till motherfucking day. And then tomorrow you'll worry about it again tomorrow. You just get up and get to it. Because one of them days you're going to pop, you're going to have your moment. I believe in you. That's my word on all I love. You're going to have your motherfucking moment. Straight up and down. Talk that shit into existence. Feel that shit into existence. You're going to get everything that's coming to you. You understand me? Face it just like that. For real. Okay? Let's keep this shit going. All right? Now. Oh, I got another question in the chat. Ride with the G for a minute. First off, you know, this question is a serious nature. We grown here. You know, we grown. I figure y'all grown enough to do that. Yo, Shakur, do one up for me. You got one over there?
Yeah, but you got one over there.
Okay, so you do that for me?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so boom, I got another question in the chat. Grown folk shit. And he asked me, and it's not the first time I got asked this question. He asked me, he said, yeah, man, because I always talk about this. And he said, well, how do you beat lust? Right? And I thought about that. I'm thinking, oh, man, he asked me that silly shit. Nah, that wasn't no silly shit. That's some real shit that he got to learn to face. Not just him, her too. Pardon me. I'm saying it because things that went in a different direction. Hey, yo, 1 second. That's my word. We finna get into it, though. Bird up, pay attention. The shit is crazy. The question of the day, the question right now is, how do you beat lust? I'm finna give you a tutorial on how to beat that and what's supposed to transpire. Now, starting off one. The question is, how do you beat lust? Relax. You don't beat lust by beating your dick with 5-Finger Mary and a bottle of lotion. That's not how you beat lust. Busting nuts is not a way to maintain control. All right? Especially if you work it like a schedule. That's not it. Now, you got to allow your sexual energy to build up. And in women, when it builds up, it heightens their senses. It heightens their instincts and body control. And their instincts. Body control is in line with mind control. You heard? Do you understand what I just said? Body control is on the same page as mind control. Okay? It's a taught behavior. You heard me? It's a taught behavior. You can't just bust nuts everywhere you go. All right? Damn. And I say this shit, and it's 1,000 videos of people busting nuts all over the fucking place. That's crazy, you know. But, and they doing it in random places. But I'm just here to tell you that that's the beginning of a sexual deviant. That's the beginning of sexual deviancy. You understand? Now, when I say that sexual deviancy, that's sex interests, fantasies, or behaviors considered unusual or socially unacceptable, most time with non-consenting adults using props and extreme toys. Their acts are borderline criminal. And you're at the beginning of that right now. You know, you busting nuts in dressing rooms, bathrooms at the mall, yeah. Walmart and shit like that, yeah. All that shit going up in Walmart is ridiculous. But listen, real talk. It's the beginning of some bullshit. Now, I want you to face the darkness that's in you before it becomes a danger to you and someone else. And it starts because this is where it starts at. You know, I don't know what it is that you think, but that's a control. Okay, what that means is you can become addicted to busting nuts just like you can become addicted to liquor. Too much of anything don't make you better. All right? Straight up and down. That's on some real shit. Now mind you, so now control yourself before you turn it into something else. Face the darkness in you. You're going to have to do that. Some of you are low-key turning into pervs and shit. You focus on sex too motherfucking much because I'm going to tell you something. Listen, after you nut, you just a nigga standing there holding your motherfucking dick just like everybody else. Don't put too much into that. It's just sex. Straight up and down. Don't leave what you're doing because you want to go bust and try to get right back. I mean, what the fuck? Like really, what is it that you're trying to do? It's the same thing with liquor. How high are you really trying? How are you trying to get? How drunk are you trying to be? It's the same thing. How many nuts are you trying to fucking bust? I mean, damn. And I'm talking to men and women. Straight up and down. You know why? Because when you don't let your sexual energy build up, you lose a lot of your sensitivity. You understand? Don't no man want to have to work like a workhorse for you to come, for you to have an orgasm. Nah. Why they gotta sweat like a slave for you to finish? Yeah, there's too much activity down there. Let the sensitivity build up. When a nigga touching you, jumping all that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what a nigga need. A nigga gotta and you still ain't there yet. Damn. What the fuck a nigga gotta do to get you there? Because there's too much going on. Let your sensitivity energies build up. So when he do touch you, you explode on a nigga. Yeah. Splish splash and all that. Super soaker and all that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But if you busting 4 or 5 nuts every motherfucking day, what do you think the next nigga that come in gotta do? He got to work like a goddamn workhorse. Like the Kentucky Derby and all that. Like, yeah, he gonna be sweating like he picking cotton and all that. Yeah. She's gonna be all sticky and wet. Yeah. To get you there. A man shouldn't have to work that hard to get you there. And if he do, you're not letting your sensitivity build up. Stop busting nuts everywhere. Control your fucking body, especially in women. Let me tell you something, man. Women are from Venus. Men are from fucking Mars. Let me tell you something. Listen. I'm going to do it again. Women are not in control of the physical faction. They have to be taught that as young girls. Did you hear me? This is why she's 16 years old and she's begging you to put it in. Motherfucker, you going to jail. I don't give a fuck she begs you for it. You know why? Because every time you touch a woman, it's going to feel good no matter how old she is. So yes, motherfucker, you going to jail. All right? It's going to always feel good to her. That's why when she's a minor, your ass going to fuck to jail. Because a woman's body works against her. You can blindfold a woman up, with her consent, of course, and tie her to a bedpost. All right? She can have 5 orgasms blindfolded and will never know who was responsible if her body is manipulated right. Yeah. Think about it. With some men, some women put footprints on the ceiling, and with some of y'all, it's a dud. It's like that sometimes. You understand? And the woman don't know. Because some women, they didn't know they could go there until they got to this particular nigga. And now they like a super soaker and all. They got to change the sheets and all that. Yeah, but them last 2 niggas ain't do that. Because a woman is not in control of her physical fashion. Men are not like that. You blindfold a man, with his consent, of course, and give that nigga the Gawk Gawk 3000, he's never going to finish. In order for a man to finish, all his senses have to align for him to finish. He needs to know who's doing that. It's going to take super extra long, all that. It's going to be hard for him to finish if he don't know who giving him that Gawk Gawk 3000. But a woman can bust 5 orgasms and never know who was responsible. Okay? Real talk. When you blindfold a man, he can't finish. Real talk, that's the real thing. Being honest, you know. And what's heaven for a man? To look down and have a badass chick at the end of his dick. Fire. And I told y'all niggas, women just like us, they want to look up at you and like what they see. They look up at you and they see your fucking stomach blocking their view. Yeah. Shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? Remember, some of you are not the same person y'all was when they got with you. You might need to try to get back to that. Stop eating all them steaks and shit. Yeah. Get back to what you're trying to do. You see me working out. Yeah, I try to get this shit right all the time. Yeah, you know what I mean? And, you know, I don't drink soda juice. I don't smoke cigarettes. Don't drink liquor. I ain't had to drink a liquor in like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, they'll check it. You know I'm old and shit, right? I send my blood work in and shit, you know. That old nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? I send my blood work and shit in. You know, when you send your blood work in, you be a little bit nervous because they always trying to, because every time you go to the doctor, once you get over 50, they always trying to give you some something, some kind of pre-pill or something to stop this and prevent that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, motherfucker, listen. If I don't need it, fuck, I'm taking it for it. Let's go there. Don't forget, doctors make more dope things in the motherfucking streets. That's a real thing. So, I send my blood work in and shit. You know, it takes a few days before I get all of it back. They tested me for everything and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, man, I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but that don't mean shit, because some shit be wrong with you and blah, 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 right? So I was nervous and shit, because I don't know, you know. My shit came back, everything was good money. Everything was good money. I got my blood pressure under control, all that shit, without taking them fucking pills. You dig what I'm saying? You know, don't just take everything a doctor fucking give you. You know what I mean? But get back to you. I don't give a fuck who you with. Always be ready to go get back on the fucking market and do you, because you might have to. All right? When one motherfucker stop loving you, it's somebody else out there to love you. So, yeah, you need to get to that. Get back to you. And if you just finished with a motherfucker, you got a fresh start. Fuck out of here. Yeah, you got a fresh start to do things the way you want to do them now. Okay, you're going to save a little money being single. You're going to put a better plan together moving forward. Yeah, you're going to put a different itinerary together and do different blueprint. You know why? Because you're not going to do the same shit this time that you did with that last motherfucker. Yeah, you're going to do things a little bit different. You know why? Because understanding is the preservation of nature. When you got a better understanding, you live long. You don't carry a lot of bullshit on your soul and your conscience. You understand? Okay, that's what that is. All right? Now, we're going to keep this shit going. Straight up and down. Page5Lit, we outside. This is what we do. You heard me? We dead serious. Now, I wanted to say this to you, you know, and I mean this shit. I got to read this. And this is a message from your father. You are beautiful inside and out. Not just to me, to the whole world. Every time you smile, the world is a better place. I love you no matter what you do. Nothing can turn me against you. It's me and you versus the motherfucking world. You heard? Your hugs and kisses are yours to give. Not you owe no affection to nobody just because you're a girl. Okay? Just because you're a girl don't mean you need to hug no motherfucker. You heard what I said? You don't. Your hugs and kisses and affections are for you and for you alone. You hear me? And that's the bottom line of that. Always think, what would your dad want you to do in any situation? What can I do? What decision can I make that would make my dad proud of me? I want you to start thinking like that. Doing it in a way for him to be proud of. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't hit nobody. When you hit people, you get hit back. All right? Know that. When you hit somebody, be prepared to get hit back. But keep your hands to yourself. Okay? Your body is yours. You don't owe it to nobody. I don't give a fuck how much money they spent. Remember I told you, if you wasn't born with it, it's not yours to control. Pretty much. All right? Straight up and down. Let's keep this going. I just had to say that, you know. And I wanted to say this too. Listen. I want to inspire y'all. This is what they come here for. I don't know what y'all came here for. Y'all be strolling. Ain't nobody here to come talk shit with you. We ain't here to clap fives and do this and talk to Willie Bobo. We ain't doing that over here. Now listen, if you don't risk anything, you might be risking everything. Okay? Life is not gonna stay in one place. I need you to examine where the fuck you are, how long you been there, and when the fuck you getting up out of there. Shit is changing out here. And if you only got one source of income, knock it the fuck off. Light that up for me. Knock it the fuck off. Find another way to get you some money. If all you know is super sandwiches, that's the kind of bread you're going to get. Step your game up on that. Now, don't be so busy chasing shit. Chasing the wrong shit. Yeah. All right? Don't be so busy chasing the wrong shit. A lot of y'all spent a lot of time on nothing. On nothing. And you got to knock it off. Now, I need you to know this. Everything that happened into your life up until this moment was preparing you for something that's going to happen to you in the future. You just don't know when. Every moment that touched your life is preparing you for an event or moment that's going to happen in the future. So learn from those moments, because you're going to see those moments again. You're going to be put in that light again. The Bible says what has been shall be again. All right? Stay ready. Don't get ready, stay ready. Word up, because you might not get a second chance to get it right. All right? Page5Lit. This is what we do over here. Now, going into the new year, let's talk about it. Throw it in the chat. All right? Money, love. We're not looking, listen, we're going to make money. We're not going to make money make us. We're going to make money. Remember, more money don't help everybody. But be smarter. And remember, always give back. When you get to a certain plateau, I want you to take your motherfucking left hand, reach down, and bring a motherfucker up with you. Put your motherfucking crew on. Don't be one of them niggas that want to be the only nigga in the circle getting money. We've been broke for 7 straight summers, and now you pop up with a Benz and everything else, and we starving, and you ain't try to put a nigga in no lane to get money with you. That's some old bullshit. That's some New York shit. You want to be the only nigga in the circle getting money. Fuck out of here, man. I need my whole team strong. You heard me? We be each other crutches till we all can walk. That's how it works, all right? Love. We're not looking for love. We are not looking for love. We're going to let love organically find us in this year. You hear me? Stop running around trying to find your fucking person. You know why? Because the person that you met might already be him, but you ain't invested in them because you're looking for some old funny oppy bullshit. You know why? Because them saying, stop meeting the same niggas. You keep meeting the same kind of niggas and getting the same kind of results. And remember, I hate the shit out you. But niggas are still fuck. So that shit don't mean nothing. Be more than that. Listen, if all you bring to the table is pussy, all you're going to get is dick. Period, point blank. No disrespect to tenant. Excuse my motherfucking friends, but I'm talking to my peoples. Now listen, I know I curse and all that. If you go to church every Sunday and you get it, I'm really not talking to you. Respectfully, but you can stay. I'm talking to the people that's like me. We're trying to figure some things out, and people don't really talk to us because we're a little aggressive. You know, we're a little bit to ourselves, you know. We think a little bit more than they want us to, yeah. You know, we move a little bit different, and sometimes we are known to be confrontational, you know. And we trying to figure it out, you know. We try to follow God's word to a certain extent, but we'll use the devil's hands in a minute because we know just how they be out here. You dig what I'm saying? What the fuck? You can't be angel-like when you're dealing with demons and goons. Fuck out of here. If everybody got one, you need to get you one. Fuck out of here. Straight up and down. You know, and when I'm not, and you know, because I tried that other shit, but I'm angry because ain't nobody trying to keep it 100 with y'all, so I'm trying to keep it 100 with y'all the way I am. I was a teenage dad. I went to jail young, all right? I shot people, you dig what I'm saying? I've been shot, I've been stabbed, all that. All right? I was in a coma 58 days, had to wear eye patch for 8 months. Yeah, I was about that action. But what don't kill you make you stronger, and I'm not bragging. Because all that shit did was get time away from my family that I could never get back. And I figure if I share enough with you, maybe you can avoid some of those things I did, you know? I want that to happen. Okay? Just like I told you, going forward, it's 2025. Don't go to trial by jury ever again. Ever. They gonna sell your motherfucking life story to the jury like the new Tom Cruise movie, and you're going to jail. Go to trial by judge. Trust me. You have to keep it within the confines of the law. They won't be able to spin them with the bullshit like they can spin a jury. Because they can spin a jury. The first thing they're going to do to the jury is tell them about the neighborhood you're from. There's been 47 shootings in 60 days. And they're going to convince the jury that you claim you're not a part of that. And they're going to believe that you are. Your record going to show that you've been outside. And they're going to hold it against you. Don't go to trial by jury no more. Go to trial by judge. Okay? And get a 30-30. Get a quick jury. Yeah, get a quick trial. Straight up and down. All right, listen. I said love. Don't look for it. Remember that it's a verb, it's an action. Okay? If you love somebody, it's a certain way that you treat them. Okay? Love the person, not the idea. Okay, let me break that down. When you're in love with the idea of love, you're going through the motions of a person in love, and they're reciprocating. They taking all that you're giving, but they ain't reciprocating that. Remember, you're in love, they're not. Sometimes it's a real thing. So don't look for it, okay? Never give more energy than they're giving you, okay? Straight up and down. You know, but be kind. You know, you can be forthright with it. But don't be a welcome mat to the sucker shit. Stay sucker free out here. Word up. Love ain't nothing to play with. This is why when a man get his heart broke, it take a minute before he let another chick back in it. A woman get her heart broke, she get a man immediately just to hurt the nigga she broke up with. She don't love that nigga. She just going through the motions and the idea of love because that's what she just came from. And she's just trying to keep, and she's just trying. What happened?
There's a reason why they call that person the rebound guy.
That's why the rebound guy was, the word was invented.
Yep, because she's usually not in love with the next person she went after.
She's just going through the motions because she liked that. She likes being a wife. You know. And as long as the nigga's willing to beat the husband, she'll go through it. It's going through the motions. You know. And she start fucking the pool boy and all that little type of shit, you know. She get an at-work husband and all that. 85% of women have an at-work husband. He's always trying to buy breakfast and lunch and all that. Trying to get her to go to happy hour and all that. Yeah, he's banging her in the bathroom at the happy hour spot. Yeah. Because you don't never let her go nowhere. You don't never let her do nothing. You heard me? And he's been begging. He done bought all kinds. You know how many expensive lunches this nigga done bought for her? He buying her seafood balls and shit for lunch. You dig what I'm saying? He's sending them flowers and chocolate and shit on her birthday. Yeah, she know eventually you gotta get this nigga some pussy. He's well invested. You know what I'm saying? And this is every day she spent 8 hours with this nigga. And he buying her lunch and spending mad bread on her. Yeah, that really does happen. Face the life in which you really live, y'all. You heard me? So like I said, let love come to you. Don't go looking for it because you'll fuck around and find some shit that'll tear your motherfucking ass to pieces. Next, habits. Break them shits. Break your bad habits because they're costing you money. Not only are they costing you money, they're stunting your growth and moving forward to some capacity. Only you know what that is. That means re-examine your life. Look at your life from the outside looking in. Nigga, you smoke 20 blunts a day. You can't even afford that. How you smoking 20 blunts a day? You can't even afford that. You know why? Because every payday you owe the weed man some money. You're working to be broke. Break your bad fucking habits. You're paying this motherfucking chick $90 to do your lashes. Do them your fucking self and put that in doing your daughter's hair. Okay? I'm tired of these little girls walking around with struggle hairstyles and your shit costs $300. Alright? Just for the record, break them bad habits. Okay? We're talking about shit to move forward, things your father should have had a talk with you with. That's what we're doing here. Alright? Next, cigarettes. If you fucking still smoking 100s, jump the fuck off a building. You smoking them fucking long boys still? For real? Really? At the end of the day, we don't even know what's in them shits, and you still smoking cigarettes? I'm gonna be honest with you. Smoking cigarettes is some dinosaur shit right now. You dig what I'm saying? Niggas don't even know what's in them shits. Them is not the same cigarettes your moms and them smoke. That's for damn sure, and you still smoking them. What the fuck are you trying to accomplish? You cannot smoke 20 Newports 20 years and live. Find a motherfucker that smoked Newports 20 years and they still alive. If they is, they missing toes and feet and fingers, God bless them, but that's the truth. Straight up and down. Knock it off. You only get one body. I don't give a fuck what them scientists doing. You only get one. All right? So knock them fucking cigarettes off. I can't even believe niggas are still smoking them shits, but that's on the fucking list. You know, you're still buying Lucy's and shit. And Lucy's in New York, they're $1 now for one of them shits. You paying $1 to kill yourself slow. Motherfucker, listen. Knock it the fuck off. Okay? Don't be a sucker to the bullshit. And how much is cigarettes in New York? $19, $18 for a pack of cigarettes. You gotta do better. All right? Next thing. You are not a doctor. You are not a fucking doctor. Fuck you doing popping pills and shit. What the fuck the doctor got you coming in from the doctor's office? What he got you taking? You understand? You are not a doctor. Don't be a doctor on yourself. Learn you so you will know what's actually really the fuck wrong with you, and learn how to drink some tea or some shit to cater to that particular situation instead of just taking whatever the fuck the doctor give you. And stop buying shit off the street. All the drugs on the street damn near. Hey, yo, listen, 80% of them are fake. I'm here to tell you, all right? God bless you and good luck moving forward. But yeah, knock it the fuck off with that, because ain't nothing gangster about being high and shit. I ain't never known the boss to be high and shit. I don't like that shit. So knock it the fuck off with that. Listen, you the boss. You got to make sure everybody eat. If you cut the head off, listen, one hand wash the other and both hands wash the face. But if you cut the head off, the body will die. You gotta keep the head on. How the fuck can you be the head nigga and you hide? You hide in the niggas that's up under you. You hide in the arm and the leg and the feet. Fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Straight up and down. You the head and you hide. Nigga, you responsible for all these families and everybody working up under you. You can't make the right decision when your brain is clouded with other things. You know why? Because you're just a person. Drugs do exactly what they're meant to do. They deteriorate you from the inside out. Period. Now, and moving forward, your time is not cheap. Stop risking your fucking freedom for a moment of bullshit because you don't like the way a motherfucking nigga talk. All right? When really you don't like the fact that that's the nigga that's fucking the bitch that left you. Y'all done got into an argument. You done said some shit. He done said, now you want to pop this nigga. But really and truthfully, yeah, you was fucking her a couple of years ago and you liked that bitch. Low key, you liked that bitch. Word up. And now this nigga got her. Guess what he did? He tweaked her a little bit. Now this bitch is a star. Yeah, she got 10,000 new followers and all that. Yeah, he upgraded her. Yeah. Something you couldn't do, nigga. You can't kill a nigga because he moved better than you, nigga. You can't kill a nigga because a nigga motion better than yours, nigga. Step your game up. Listen. You got a 40-watt light bulb, nigga, and you got a 100-watt light bulb, nigga. Which one the fuck are you? Figure it the fuck out. You know why listen, the 40-watt light bulb niggas thought if they killed the 100-watt light bulb, nigga, that the room would shine brighter. Wrong. The whole room went dark. Because you still a 40-watt light bulb ass nigga. You know why? Because you never learned how to raise your fucking worth. So you stayed a 40-watt light bulb nigga. And now you mad at all the niggas that work to become a 100-watt light bulb nigga. Niggas gonna pop your motherfucking ass. You better get the fuck out of my way, nigga. Yeah. 100-watt light bulb shit, nigga. Yeah, nigga. I ain't got time for that nickel and dime petty any bullshit, nigga. You remember, a 40-watt light bulb, nigga, try to drag you into some shit that's way beneath you, and you don't let that happen. A 40-watt light bulb, nigga, try to remind you where the fuck you came from, and you're not there no more. A 40-watt light bulb try to remind you of who you used to be, and what you used to do, and what you used to be about. But you ain't that no more. So no matter how many strings and buttons he push, you leave that motherfucking nigga right there in the 40-watt light bulb section. You hear me? Fuck that nigga. Like I said, when you moved and you got up out the mud, you left some people there. They don't hate you. They still got love for you, but they're low-key. They kind of mad they can't persevere like you. They can't wade the waters like you. They can't persevere like you. They don't have the discipline you have, and that's not your motherfucking fault. And don't you for 1 minute feel bad about leaving the motherfuckers in the mud. Getting sick of that shit. Everybody can't ride your motherfucking bus, nigga. Real talk. Period. It's my word. Your time is not cheap. You got some shit to do. Now let me tell you something. Listen. If you done moved up that motherfucking ladder and you accomplished a couple motherfucking things for yourself and they saw you and witnessed the whole shit and they haven't said anything complimentary to you, they low-key might not even be rooting for you because they see you leave. See, you growing, but the way they see it is you changing. Moving forward, you're going to have to deal with them a little bit differently. Everybody not going to be happy at your new bop. You're going to have to face that kind of shit. You understand me? All right? When you come around talking about your new accomplishments and shit, everybody's not going to be happy because they have accomplished nothing. Please keep that in mind. All right? Yo, cut that shit off, all the way off the TV. Straight up and down. I need you to be mindful of it because, listen, I don't really like saying this type of shit, But somebody got to say this shit out loud because some of y'all are blinded by the bubblegum shit. You on Instagram watching bitches twerking shit, and you ain't learning nothing in that. And you got to stop that shit. You running around looking at everybody, girl, trying to figure out if she got a BBL. I need you more serious. This is why you here with me now. Okay? When you were like, yeah, man, I just got a promotion at my job. Yeah, man, they gave me a $20 raise. Man, listen. To some people, it felt like you stabbing them in their motherfucking back. You heard? They want to be happy for you, but they don't know how because they've been sad for so long. You cannot blame somebody for what they never been taught, and they ain't never been taught how to appreciate the goodness of another person. They don't know no better. You heard me? You know. It's a little sad conversation because some of these people you really care about, but you know that they really not happy for you, and you don't really want to call them in them kind of times because you're not in a position to help them get out the position that they're in. So you might want to back up on telling them different things going on with you until you fortify the fact when you can actually help them, you know. And I mean by, you know, you help a man better by teaching him how to fish than just giving him a fucking fish. It's the same with your peoples. You can't just put him in a program under your name and he don't finish and do the job or do something wrong because that'll be on your name. And if you know this nigga, you know this nigga gonna be late every motherfucking day. You know he gonna knock a nigga out at the motherfucking job. You know your other man gonna fuck every bitch there. Yeah, shit like that is in real life. At Page5Lit, I want you to live in real life. All right? Vision is being able to think farther than you can see. I need you to get there back. It's one of them phrases like, I couldn't see the forest for the trees. Motherfucker, the forest is the trees. You missing the beauty in it. Okay? Some of you are so caught up, you haven't caught a moment of beauty all week. Have you heard the laughter of a child and felt something from it? Uh-huh. Get your ass over there and give a hug and a kiss to your grandmother. She's still alive. You hear me? Do something beautiful for yourself. Remember, you get into heaven by the cleanliness of your soul and the softness of your heart. All other shit is just bullshit. Life is simple. We make it complicated. You heard me? Real talk. Page5Lit, we outside. Can I get my theme song? Feel free to leave a gift. Jump in the comments. Go back to my page. We cover everything real. All right? We outside, really so chill.
My mama tell me I always had the potential to be the head nigga in charge. Look at your boy, like mommy, I'm a star. Ain't you proud of your nigga? Jesus gave me a gift and every time the labels give me a quota, I could deliver. I chose stroke at the clips and order them bigger. They be getting out of line, don't fuck with all of them niggas. Them niggas greasy and they playing for keeps. Scared to make the transition, better stay in the street. Nah, I be on top getting all the riches. Flipping big jet skiing and hitting all the bitches. They come back through the hood and kick it with the fellas. Spitting balls on the corner, we kick them my propeller. Nigga, you fucking with a fella. Put something in your melon, wonder what what your ass is. But I know you niggas jealous, snitch. You motherfuckers drop out, but y'all ain't shelling. I'm the most anticipated, the most $1 million baby. I'm in the dirt and I ain't been found. It's the $1 million baby. I love gang green when you hear that sound. It's the $1 million baby. Hey, and I ain't been found. It's the $1 million baby. I love Max Green when you hear that sound. And I got a lot of niggas mad at the dips. Starting to feel a little jet lag from the trip. Copper did it first, now watch Bigger Belly, he bomb. Nigga, fuck your moms, let the info laser her head like fucking CD-ROM. Them niggas, they got it good, you motherfuckers are scary. I could walk around your hood with $1 million in jewelry. I told you over and over I was the shit, and way before the record deal I was up in your bitch. I sent some goonies to clap at your thugs for me. The crew fruity, we backin' with drug money. I lead it back in your mug funny. If I don't do a big dance, back to the slums for me. Nigga, Max is guaranteed. When I die, bury me with a 50 bag of weed. Got guns that'll run through any cavalry. Leave your feet stretched dead, bleeding in agony. $1 million baby. Diamond in the dirt and I ain't been found. It's the $1 million baby. I love gang green when you hear that sound. It's the $1 million baby. Diamond in the dirt and I ain't been found. It's the $1 million baby. I love Max B when you hear that sound.